Let's start the first topic. It'll be strings. So define a string. Can somebody define a string? Define a string called Welcome to Richmond. Who can do it? Raise your hand. I want you to define a string. We should say Welcome to Richmond. How do you do it? Anyone?
A string.
Yeah, you want to define a string. Yeah. So what do you do? Yeah, but before that, what do you do? No, we did the comments. How do you define a variable? You say X or something equals. Then in double quotes, you say, welcome to Richmond. Does that make sense? When I say define, it means you have to give some variable and equal to. Okay, you should know this from last class, so just make a note. Strings are same as list, or nearly the same as list from last class. So the first question is, print L over here. Print this small L here. The question is, from your string, print L. How do I print L here? Just L. Who wants to do it? From last class, it's the same thing. I want to print L here, just L outside here. How do you start? Yeah. So you always start with print when you want to print something. So you say X. Very good. Square bracket. And 2. Does that make sense? Can you see it? Yeah. And how do you run this now? Somebody else. How do you run this? Just click on the run button here and look at that. You got L. Is everyone clear? The same as string. Okay, now what if I say make X of 2 equal to C? Remember, in the list, you could change what's in the list. Last class. But here's the question. Can you change something which is in a string? Yes or no? Can I change this L to a C or something else? Yes or no? Okay. So the question is, remember in strings, you are able to change what's in a string. Sorry, what's in a list. But in a string, can you change what's in a string? The answer is no. Make a note, you cannot change a string. And this is the main difference between string and list. Take notes. Just write down, in general, strings are immutable. Cannot change a string. Okay, then another topic we did last time was slicing. So now slicing in strings. It's the same thing as last week. So slicing in string. Okay, the question is, I want to print come, C-O-M-E. How do I do this? Print. So start with print. X, very good. Then the log square brackets. Then you would say, so you want to print from C to E. So you say 3, then colon 7. That's right, 3 to 7. And if I run this, look at that, the output is C-O-M-E. Does that make sense? So the slicing right down is the same as that of list. Slicing the same as list. Okay, tell me what should be the output here. What if I say -7 to -2? Look at this. Tell me the output here. You want to do print x -7 to -2. When you put negative, what happens? It starts counting from the right side. Starts counting from the right side. So let's see if I run this. The answer is somewhere here. Oh, you cannot see. So it's doing from -7 up till -2. Okay, same thing as last time. What if I just put 5 here? I don't put the first number, then it should start from the. In this case, the answer will be Velco. It starts from the beginning. If you don't put the first one. Is that okay? Okay, now let's do new stuff. So now new stuff for today. Let's do another string y equals and say studying at Richmond, something like this. And the question is, I want to combine the two strings together. So you have two different strings. And the question is, I want to combine the two strings together. Combining two strings together. What is this property called? Does anybody know the word, the computer word? Combining more than two strings together. Yeah? No, operator is like bigger, less than, bigger than, all that. Any other guess? What? Say it properly. Yeah, that's right. So the answer is concatenate. So combining two strings together is called concatenate or concatenation. And how do you do it? All you have to do is say print x plus y. And this will print the two strings together. Okay, now the question is, put a dot between them. Put a dot between welcome to Richmond and then dot studying at Richmond. How do we put a dot? Yeah. I can't hear properly. What you do is add another plus here and put in double quotes, put a dot like that. So whatever you want to add, you can add it with a double quote between them. And then if I run this, look at that. Now you have a dot between them. Okay, let's learn some important string functions. Next topic, important string functions. The first one is called len. Write down len, open a bracket and put the string. What do you think len does? Yeah. It gives you the, yeah, very good. So make a note. Len will give you the length of your entire string. So if I run this, it's telling me the length of x is 19. It means the total length is 19. We can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay, next one. Okay, we'll say x dot. And the important function is ends with. We'll use this later on, but we're just doing the basics right now. Right on the first function, second function is ends with. Then in double quotes, give a string. So you say x dot ends with, open a bracket, then double quotes, give a string. So what do you think this will check? Any ideas?
It will just add ER at the end of the statement. So
it will end ER at the statement or at the string. No, it's
only in the X string variable.
Okay, that's one guess. Any other guesses? Yeah. Yeah, very good. So what it does is it will check whether X is ending with ER. If it is, it will give you true. If it is not, it will give you false. In this case, if I run this, what should be the output? The output is false. Make sense? Okay, what if I say Y dot ON? Take notes, okay? Don't try to run this right now. Just take notes. If I run this, what should be the output? The output is, why is it false? Oh, because, oh, sorry, I wanted to put ND. What if I put ND? And in that case, it should be true. Make sense? So it will check what is your string ending with. Questions on this one? Okay, let's do next one. The next function is called capitalize. Capitalize. And do open and closed. Don't put anything inside the brackets here for now. Later on, if you want, you can play around, but just put capitalize for now. Okay, what do you think will happen with the capitalize function? Okay, let's run it and check. So if I run this, look at the output here. Is everything capital? So what do you think it does? Let's do for X. If I run for X, it does the same thing. So what do you think the capitalize function does? Say it again.
If you put any number on the bracket, it's gonna be capital. Just like you put one, it's gonna be capital. Is it like that?
So, but let's do without the number first. What is this doing? So right now the capitalize function will make only the first alphabet capital and everything else small. So make a note, capitalize will do one, only the first alphabet capital, everything else small. If you want to do everything capitalized, the function is, anyone? If you want to do everything capital, the function is, write down, it's called upper. So write down, to make everything capitalized, the function is upper. Hopefully, if I run this, the output is, look at this, everything is capital, yeah. To make everything smaller, the function is, write down, the function is lower. Make everything small, the function is lower. So now if I run this, everything is lower. Okay, so here's the question. What if I print X now? Will it be the same X or will it be the new X? Is the question clear? If I say print X after this, will it be the same X you started with?
Yes.
Or will it become a new X? Same? It'll be the same or new?
Same.
All right, so let's see if you run this. Look at that. It's the same that you started with. So make a note, the X does not change. So instead, if you want to change the X, what you'll have to do is you have to say Z equals X dot, or like that. And then you'll have to say print Z. So to change the string, what you'll have to do is you'll have to define it into a new variable, like this one here. Then you'll have to say print Z. Let's run this and check. So look at that. This is your Z.
Can I do that again?
Okay, if you want to change the string, what you'll have to do is define a new variable and say X dot upper. Similarly, if you want a lower string, you'll have to say A equals Y dot lower, like that. And then you'll have to say print A. And look at that. You will get the lower string. Okay, very good. Let's keep going. Let's do two or three more, two more maybe. There are lots more. What you have to do is if you do X dot, all of the functions are here. There are a lot of them. We cannot do all of them, but you can play around once you get the hang of it. Let's do the important ones. Okay, the question is, in X, replace Richmond with England. Replace Richmond with England. Yeah.
I think it's between parentheses. You have to X dot and then you have to say replace.
Very good. The function is called replace. Write down the function is. Open a bracket.
Parentheses. You have to put double quotes now.
Now in double quotes, you say.
You said we have to replace Richmond with England, right?
Right.
So you have to write inside Richmond.
So first you write what is the original text. So you say Richmond.
Out of the double quote, you have to put a comma.
Put a comma. Yeah, hold on. Put a comma. Yeah, very good. Then in double quotes, put the new text. And then you say England. No participation grade if you do ChatGPT. Okay, let's see if you run this. What is the mistake here? This R has to be small. So with that, now it says, welcome to England. Okay, replace Richmond with London for Y. Who wants to do it? Replace Richmond with London for Y. Somebody help me out here. Y dot replace double quotes comma double quotes London and close the bracket. Look at that, starting at London. Okay, maybe let's do one more. Okay, the question is, find Richmond in X. So the next question is, find Richmond in X. Hold on. Is the question clear? Find Richmond in X. Before that, so you say X. So right now, whenever you want to use a function, first you put the variable, then dot. The function is find. Double quotes, brackets. And inside the brackets and double quotes, you put whatever you want to find. Okay, if I run this, what should be the output? 11. True, false, 11. Why 11? Very good. So write down, the find function returns the position where your word begins. The find function returns the position where your word begins. So the answer is 11. Yeah? What if I put, say, O here? Just O. What should be the output? Will it find the first O? Will it find the second O? Or will it find the third O? The answer is it will find the first alphabet it sees. So if you say O, it will find O, which is at position 4. So what if you want to find the next O? What do? Any ideas? So write down, this will be the practice when you practice. So write down, the first question in your practice is, how do I find the next O? Write down, the first question in your practice will be, how do you find the next O? Okay, let's do this much for string. So first topic was